Well, in the wake of the tragic events in Las Vegas, many are asking what steps you can now take to protect yourself in the event of a mass shooting situation.
WHAS 11's Holden Kerwicki talked with a retired Secret Service agent about this morning, and he has more of the answers tonight. Holden, so many people in this area have connections or have been to Las Vegas. You wonder about our big outdoor events that we have in our region now.
Well, that's exactly right, Doug. Mass shootings can take place at any place at any time, according to retired Secret Service agent Greg Gitschier, who is now in the private security industry. He says it doesn't matter if you're at a large event like Thunder or Derby or shopping in a local grocery store. There are always ways to protect yourself.
In this society, in this world that we're living in, we're seeing more and more of this. This is one person inflicting so much horrible damage. Can you imagine if it was a team organized effort and how much more they could have done?
After spending more than 3 decades in law enforcement, including 22 years in the Secret Service, Greg Gitschier looks at mass shootings differently than the average Joe.
It's just a tough situation when you go into one of these unknown, and you know, nobody really knew where the shots were coming from for the longest time. This guy's just unloading. It sounds like long guns, rifles into this crowd. So obviously the quicker you can get to him to subtract him or neutralize the situation, the better.
Upstairs, Mandalay Bay, halfway up. I see the shots coming from Mandalay Bay.
Gitschier praised local law enforcement's quick work to neutralize the shooter, but says in situations like these, bullets aren't the only cause for concern.
A lot of people, I'm sure, were injured because of the mass panic. And you think of our events in Louisville, you know, Thunder over Louisville, you know, the Derby Oaks, you know, that's one of our big concerns is mass panic.
However, there are simple steps that you can take to protect yourself, and it starts by putting the phone down and identifying the exits.
The cavalry is coming. Your job is to stay alive until the cavalry gets there. So that's why it's critical that you either run, you hide, and if you have to fight, fight. Don't just be there at their mercy. Get a couple people together, men, women, hit them with something, shoot them with the fire extinguisher, but fight your way out.
And in large situations like this, Gitschier says it can be hard to identify where shots are coming from. I had a friend who was actually at that concert. You know, the way things were echoing around, she thought there was somebody down on the ground.
Yeah.
But the one thing that Gitschier says that you don't want to do is freeze. Once you start running, keep running until you're well clear of that area.
And Holden, I've noticed at the football games, both at Papa John's and at Commonwealth in Lexington, there are always police officers up there on the rooftop. You see helicopters going by on occasion.
You see that. You see a large security presence at any sporting event. And, you know, at U of L and at UK, you now have the clear bag policy. They are trying to keep those areas as safe as possible.
But like you said, though, the chaos of just figuring out where those shots were coming from made that one just wild.
Right, and that's what happens in a lot of these situations is there's not a lot of ways in and ways out, so people get trampled, and that's never a good situation.
Trying to get over that fence they were. Thank you so much, Holden. Appreciate it.